What on earth, guys? I have no words. I have no words. AERO has run up all the way to 67 cents. As of right now, it's trading at around 62.98 cents on a small little pullback here. But what we've been seeing, what we saw in yesterday's video, was that the expected pullback, the one I was predicting after that rise over 40 cents from around the 33 cent mark, was so minuscule. The dip went like this, like that. Boom. As opposed to, a nice structured, when a coin's moving up, doing well, usually it's these nice sharp movements, right? This one, not at all. And once that flashed bullish, hopefully you guys are following the Twitter, we just put out a tweet where our bags are fully packed. The second that we saw that wick down to around 41 cents, we knew it was over. It was game time. At this point, I'm very, very confident that we're going to be approaching $1, around 80 to 90 cents. I would be shocked if we didn't at least see that in the next day or two. I think you can go and overlay the PNG chart, kind of like we've been saying similarly, and look at what PNG did. The only difference, and this is kind of my whole prediction for why AERO is just continuing to do so well day over day, is that nobody knew about it. It was such a new coin that had just gotten the Coinbase listing about 30 days prior. And now that it's gone up, people are incentivized to go ahead and learn about the coin. And it's just gotten a ton of good publicity, right? So now over time, more and more people are finding out about it. There's no real reason for a pullback, because if the majority of the investors have come in at around 30, 40, 50, 60 cents versus some of us that were here at around I was buying this thing at 8 cents a couple weeks ago, we're like, oh my god, like we're expecting that crash. It might not come. Obviously there's going to be some sort of crazy wick or pullback eventually. It can't just only go up forever, and that's kind of what I was talking about on Twitter. But for the long term, if you stretch it out, this thing is going to just keep going for a little bit. As long as it's the top performing DEX on Coinbase and it holds that narrative strong, there's really no it's still tiny. The market cap of this project is still just $100 million. It's just $100 million, right? The volume's 58 million. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's projects I can name off the top of my head. If we go over to even to PancakeSwap right now, which I know a lot of people are drawing, comparisons between the two, 747 million, right? And this isn't on base layer. This is actually 764 right now. It's not on base layer. This isn't an up and coming, decentralized exchange. This one's already had its fun in the sun, right? And it's at $3.16 right now. During its peak, completely parabolic. I'll flash this for you guys. That's what it looked like, right? At the top of that wick that you guys just saw, its price was at $43, $42.68. So, the thing about AERO is that, its natural price, I really do believe, is going to be over $1. It could be all the way up to $3, in this next month or two, and then who knows from there. But just in terms of FOMO and that one quick swing, that one quick wick, what could that be? Honestly, it really could flash to $1 billion if this momentum were to keep up. Obviously, I might look really stupid in a week if this momentum just completely slinks down and goes, what is this guy saying, $1 billion? But this is genuinely, I've followed charts for basically over 4 years at this point, every single day, multiple different coins. I don't think I've ever seen something this freaking bullish. It's just incredible. So those of you that are here along for the ride, don't invest more than you can afford to lose, right? I know it's tough not to want to go all in on this thing, but don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And if you have a sizable position, don't be greedy. You're probably going to work out well, but you can't be thinking, oh, if only I'd done 5x that. That wouldn't be responsible. And that kind of thinking is what's going to make you lose all these gains down the line, right? So just be mature about it. Be responsible, only invest what you can afford to lose, and just enjoy these gains while they keep coming. Denver, there's some sort of conference where they're going to be talking about Aerodrome today, along with some of the other base projects. That could be good publicity as well, I think, just within the space. But yeah, the more people get excited about this, the more the TVL is going. I just saw Aerodrome posted on Twitter, or X, the highest rate of volume they'd ever posted ever. It literally doubled the previous high. So things are great. Things are just great. So I just think the risk-reward ratio, as you talked about in the past, is incredible right now. For the long term, by long term, I'm just talking a couple of months, because once Bitcoin goes, things might be pretty grim for crypto. So if you believe Bitcoin's going to keep going for the next year, dude, hold this. Buy a crap ton of it. But it's not financial advice. Me personally, I'm pretty risk averse. I know it's funny to be in crypto risk averse, but You know, if this thing ends up 5xing from here, I'm just going to continue to deload and buy the dips, and ultimately, you know, hopefully I'll be out of my positions by the time I get to that certain number in my portfolio. But yeah, you know, just as an observer, you gotta love this project. You just do. So let me know in the comments, guys. Are you buying? Are you holding? What's your price targets? I'd love to know. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're gonna be giving out a ton of different updates on this coin as we go along. So yeah, tune in, follow Twitter. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.